What's good with them people, man? You know what I'm talking about? It's your partner, man. Who? It's your partner, man. You know what I'm talking about, man? What's good with it, right? You know what I'm talking about? How's y'all doing on this soggy Sunday? That ain't gonna never change. You know what I'm talking about, man? Soggy Sunday, that ain't gonna never change. It's good people like hee hee, ha ha. You know what I'm talking about? Ken in the pen, man. All my folks incarcerated. All my folks who ain't, man. Everybody on the bottom of that thing. Everybody on top of that thing, man. Keep that head up. You know what I'm talking about? Keep pushing. We gonna get through it to get to it, man. You know what I'm talking about? Did I say Ken in the pen, man? I don't know, but if I didn't, go get the stick up the stores now, man. You can go get you some off of 76 MacArthur, Giants Liquor. That's what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, man. 82nd Hillside. You know what I'm talking about. Barbershop. You know what I'm talking about, man. They say somebody put them in their stores in the hundreds. Thank you, young man. Now you know, because I tell you all the time, every morning to be exact. You know what I'm talking about. You come get them from me. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, you come get them things from me. You know what I'm talking about. Also in stores now. Funkadide trying, man. He know what I'm talking about. Go get you one. He know what I'm talking about. But if all else fails, and I mean if all else fails, man, you can go and grab you one of them things off of Amazon. Make sure you copy you hardback. Man. You know what I'm talking about. Uh-oh, what's that? Swing that finger, young man. You know what I'm talking about? Come on with it, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? Worldwide INC, man. Huh? You know what I'm talking about? Worldwide Corporation, huh? You know what I'm talking about? Come on one more time, bro. I say, worldwide. You know what I'm talking about? They gonna say, what does that mean, bro? And I'm gonna continuously tell you it means everybody. You know what I'm talking about, man. Everybody included, bro. You know what I'm talking about? Ndugu, Mike, Cutthroat. You know what I'm talking about? Lil Rue, not Lil Rube. Lil Rue. You know what I'm talking about? Tata the player, that's who comes next, bruh. Same thing, bruh. Everybody on the bottom of that thing, everybody on top of that thing, man. Keep that head up. You know what I'm talking about? Keep it a pushing. You know what I'm talking about? We gonna get through it to get to it, man. Now let's get through these disclaimers. But before we do that, you know what I'm talking about? My mama always said, you know what I'm talking about? Boy, brush them whiskers when you're on TV, even if they got a hole in them. Y'all see how that thing coming back? Whoo, I don't hear them questions no more. I don't hear anybody talking about what's wrong with your mustache. You know what I'm talking about? Whoo, you know what I'm talking about? That I almost forgot. Coffee Chronicle. Whoo, you know what I'm talking about? Classic roast. Pipe it out. You know what I'm talking about, man? Pipe it out. Now let's get through these disclaimers, man. Good brother like myself, good brother like myself. I don't promote no drug usage. No, no, no. You know what I'm talking about? Good brother like myself, good brother like myself. I don't promote no drug sellers. You know what I'm talking about? No, no, no. You know what I'm talking about? No, but me, man, I don't promote no alcohol consumption. You know what I'm talking about? No, no, no. You know what I'm talking about, man? Don't take a sip. And I mean, not sip, other sippers. You know what I'm talking about? No, no, no. You real like myself. You know what I'm talking about? I don't promote no crime. You know what I'm talking about? Good brother like myself. I don't promote no, violent. No, no, no. You know what I'm talking about? Good brother like myself. You know what I'm talking about? I don't promote no domestic violence. No, no, no. You know what I'm talking about? Keep your hands off them people. People, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? Don't, you know what I'm talking about? Promote, you know what I'm talking about? No. Negativity, you know what I'm talking about? No. You know what I'm talking about? No. No. Me, man, I don't promote shit. You know what I'm talking about? They was talking, bruh. I don't promote shit. You know what I'm talking about? All I promote is y'all go ahead and do what you're going to do with your time, young ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you find the right thing to do with your time, young ladies and gentlemen, because we just don't know how much we got, young ladies and gentlemen. But a good brother like myself, man, I ain't prejudiced and all. Hey, you know what I'm talking about? Good brother like myself. I ain't got nothing against sexually different. You know what I'm talking about? No, no, no. Myself, you know what I'm talking about, man. I ain't got nothing against the little people. You know what I'm talking about? Nah, man. Me, man, I ain't got nothing against nobody. You know what I'm talking about? Me, man, I just love me some everybody. You know what I'm talking about? As a matter of fact, I'm on quest. You know what I'm talking about? Bring that peace. You know what I'm talking about? That joy. You know what I'm talking about? That love. You know what I'm talking about? That love. Back to YouTube community, man. You with me? Come on over here. Fuck with your body, man. Hey, check it out. Psst, psst, psst. Come fuck with a nigga one time. You know what I'm talking about? Man, what's good with the people out there, man? How's y'all doing, man? Man, shit popping up and shit, man. How's y'all doing out there, man? On this soggy Sunday, day ain't gonna never change, man. But we gonna call this one right here selfish self. You know what I'm talking about? With your selfish self. You know what I'm talking about? No, not selfish self. Your stubborn self. You know what I'm talking about? That's what this one gonna be called. With your stubborn self. You know what I'm talking about, man? Shout out to everybody who ain't scary, was still running from the bill collector. You know, but who was that? I see you fucking, man. You know what I'm talking about? Now they say stubborn self. What you talking about today, bro? Now listen, because I have this problem as well. Are you one of them people that's just a stubborn? You know what I'm talking about? Can't nobody tells you shit. You know what I'm talking about? Is you one of them? You know what I'm talking about? Is you one of them people? You just a stubborn. Can't nobody tell you nothing. You just got to go see for yourself. You know what I'm talking about, man? Is you one of them people? I don't know. I'm just gonna ask you if you one of them people. Has it worked for you? You know what I'm talking about? You being stubborn, how's it work for you? I don't know. So let me tell you a little story about a man called me. You know what I'm talking about? Movie coming soon, A Man Called Me. God damn. A man called me. Who is that? Him. I just cracked myself up, bro. But it was a real shit, man. Let me tell you a little story about a man called me. See, because I grew up, right? Oh, I was just a stubborn pig-headed, they used to call it. You know what I'm talking about? You know what grandma used to say, man. You know, a hard ass make a hard head make a soft behind. That's what grandma used to say, right? I told you I always been since I was little about other people's policies, man. I didn't want to hear that shit. I just wanted to see what happened. You know what I'm talking about? And this is what I advise y'all to do. Now, I wouldn't advise y'all to take the road I took. I just advise y'all to get out there and see what happened, man. You know what I'm talking about? Because all this shit happened to me, help it just made me the hell of a motherfucker I am before you right now. You know what I'm talking about, man? That's all it did. But like they've been telling me shit my whole life. I'm just a stubborn, bruh. I don't want to hear that shit. I had so much pride, ain't bite my tongue, ain't, you know what I'm talking about? And that shit be cool for certain situations. But for the most part, that shit ain't gonna be cool, bruh. Because you just gonna be stubborn. So let me tell you what I did. I ain't listening to nobody. Tell me stop hanging with these people. I ain't finna stop doing nothing. Don't go over there. I got to go over there. You know what I'm telling me all this shit. I don't want to hear it. And they kept on telling me, right? And you keep on. And this is what they used to tell me back in the day. Go on, keep on doing that shit. Don't call me when you go to jail. I ain't want to hear that shit. Guess what they didn't want to hear? When I called them from jail, they didn't want to hear that shit. Oh. And look, because this is how stubborn people, this is what you'll do. See, I didn't want to hear that shit. They was telling me though, right? I didn't want to hear that shit. Just like they told me, all right, you don't want to listen, don't call me when you go to jail, right? So guess what happened when I went to jail? Now these people been telling me this for some years now. You get what I'm saying? They've been telling me this shit for some years. You get what I'm saying? And don't call me when you go to jail. So I call and you go to jail and don't. Now the people don't answer your phone, right? Now this is what they told you. I'm gonna tell you what stubborn people would do, or just people who ain't accountable for themselves. They'll find out some kind of way where them people done did them wrong. So you'll start thinking like, damn, I'm in jail. You motherfuckers won't even answer your phone. Now they've been telling you that shit before you went to jail. You didn't want to listen. Now somehow because you didn't want to listen, you trying to put a narrative on these people. Somehow somebody's still doing you wrong. Coffee Chronicles. See, because in this world, especially with our stubborn self, we don't never want to hear shit. We don't want to listen to nothing. We don't want to hear shit. Then when it's all bad, all that shit that we didn't want to hear or listen to, we going to override that. You know what I'm talking about? We going to act like nobody never told us this shit. We going to act like all this shit. Then we, like, because I tell you now, even back then, it's just more prevalent now. Like, As people, we create roles to be victims in. So no matter what's going on in the world, no matter what problem you cause, you still get to be the victim. You get what I'm saying? So I tried that shit. They let me know real. Didn't nobody answer their phone, folks. You know what I'm talking about? Ain't nobody answered their phone. The person who would have answered their phone was in the hospital. You get what I'm talking about? Yeah, they was through with my shit because they had told me. And that's what we don't get with our stubborn self. See, I wasn't paying attention to them people was tired of my actions. You get what I'm saying? I that never crossed my mind that they keep on, you know what I'm talking about, tugging on my garment. You get what I'm saying? They keep on pulling me to the side, talking about, man, check this out. That shit you're doing right there is gonna lead you right there. And I did not want to hear that shit. But what's never crossed my mind is these people so tired of telling me. See, that never crossed my mind. I'm just tired of listening to it. I'm not tired of the actions. I'm not tired of nothing I'm doing. Ain't nothing I'm doing got me tired. I get irritated or agitated when they come talk to me about what I'm doing. I don't get tired of doing what I'm doing. I just get tired of people coming to talk to me about what I'm doing. Once again, I get to be the victim. Because the motherfucker just won't let me live. They trying to control and all this shit. I'm a kid. You supposed to control me. But this is all the bullshit rationalizations just running through my head at the time. Now, I ain't never once listened to them people because I wouldn't listen to them. So by me not listening to them, you know I didn't hear them people say, don't call me when you go to jail. And guess what I tried to do? You know what I'm talking about? Then when don't nobody want to answer the phone, man, I had to call Pops. Look, I had to call Cardell. Man, go down there to the Wall House. Tell my people I'm in jail, man. You know what I'm talking about? I had to call Pops over, man. Coffee Chronicles, man. Yeah, I had to go on down the street. You know what I'm talking about? Tell my people what happened to me. But it caught up with me, man, because I didn't want to listen. And by me not listening, I didn't even hear them people tell me, don't call a motherfucker fault. You know what I'm talking about? Now I'm acting like I'm shocked with my stubborn self. And I've been stubborn. I'm still stubborn as a motherfucker, y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you. It ain't like, but I just got a better understanding. You get what I'm saying? But I'm just here to tell you on this soggy Sunday that ain't gonna never change. You know what I'm talking about? With your stubborn self, that shit will never help you. Hold on, I take that back because it might help you out one or two times. You know what I'm talking about? You just not moving. You know what I'm talking about? But that ain't the stubborn I'm talking about. I ain't talking about when it's really a good time to be stubborn. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about that motherfucker that I was. I didn't want to hear nothing. I'm stubborn. You can't tell me nothing. That person right there, it don't help you, bro, because you're gonna find out some shit. You just gonna find out the hard way. And however, see, this is what's fucked up though about the shit you gonna go through. It's however you perceive that shit. You know what I'm talking about? Because I know y'all done seen like little shit happen to people that you don't even think is like big. And that shit will break somebody down and tear them up. They'll be all distraught and shit. You feel me? Then you got other people that went through some of the most devastating shit it is. And them people just keep moving. And it just go like that sometimes. But it's how you perceive that shit. That's what's gonna give you your like. That's just gonna be how you perceive that shit, bro. That's gonna be how you take that shit, and that's gonna be dependent on how fast you can move on from that shit. But if you one of them motherfuckers like I was, cause it took me hella long, bro, to get some sense. I've always had sense. Let me take that back. It took me hella long to use it. You get what I'm saying? It took me hella long to use it, and sometimes I still don't use it. But it just took me hella long, bruh. Because I was just old stubborn, hard-headed motherfucker, bruh. You feel me? And if you one of these people with your stubborn self, I'm just here to tell you that shit is not gonna help you. Like I say, it might, but it's not gonna help you. It's not gonna help you grow. It's gonna keep you stagnated mentally. It's gonna it's just gonna have you going through hella shit, bro, that you really ain't gotta go through just because you don't wanna listen. And sometimes we act like that's standing on something that it ain't, bro. That's just a rationalization for us to do what we wanna do. Sometimes I don't listen and all that shit, bro. A lot of times that should just be a rationalization. You know what I'm talking about? To just continue to do what we want to do. Because it's people, and this shit has been going on since I've been little. Nephew, sis, old man, old lady. Nephew, sis, old man, old lady. Hey, what you say, bro? Old lady. Hey, you know what I'm talking about? Since I've been little, man. People never want to fix themselves. They just want to fix other people. They never apply their logic to themselves. They just like the Bible. They never apply the Bible. They gonna say, bro, don't get to talking about that Bible on Sunday. I'm not. But it's just like the Bible. You get what I'm saying? People only want to apply the Bible scriptures to other people. They never want to apply them to themselves. They don't. That's why they can always find a Bible verse for you and not one for themselves. You know what I'm talking about? Nephew, sis, old man, old lady. Hey, nephew, sis, old man, old lady. Hey, what you say, bro? Old lady. Hey, you know what I'm talking about, bro? With your stubborn self. You know what I'm talking about? It is like that, bro. But I was that shit, it hindered me. I've been doing a little bit better because this is just the longest I've ever been, you know what I'm talking about, free. And so I'm catching up. But before these little last couple of years, bro, I was about even, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Nigga was about even in years looking at us. You get what I'm saying, bro? Between, nigga, say I'm 40, nigga, I had about 20 years in the penitentiary. 20 years on it. Nigga, split my time, nigga, like a motherfucker. On some real shit. And that shit is not cool, bro. It's not. That shit ain't cool. Because we ain't free being free. You know what I'm talking about? So just imagine we ain't free being free. So just imagine being captured when we wasn't free to begin with, man. That shit, you just don't want to go through it, bro. You feel me? And once again, like, with your stubborn self. Hey, you know what I'm talking about? And once again, man, it's like you don't get, like when I was getting in trouble, like I told y'all this before, man, I didn't get the strain and mental pressure and shit I was putting on my mama and daddy, my sisters, you know what I'm talking about, all my people. I was just thinking about, like, I gotta do this, but like, when you got people that love you, bro, you put everybody through that shit. You put everybody through that shit. And I didn't realize that as an old man, you know what I'm talking about? And that be a thing I be thinking about kind of hurting nigga is you feel me? Because my people always knew I was sharp. And they just wanted so much more from me. Especially grandma. You know what I'm talking about? She always knew. She used to tell me, bro, I'm telling you, man, that lady always knew I was special. You go, my Baba. And she just seen a different way from me that I wasn't trying to listen to. But I get it now. You know what I'm talking about? Because even if your kids is like your kids could be bad as a motherfucker, you can always see the good in them. You could always see that good ass quality in them, even if they bad as a motherfucker. You know what I'm talking about? They might be out here killing, just doing a whole bunch of shit, stripping, and you get what I'm saying? Just a whole bunch of shit. But like you could always see better for them. You could see where they good at. You see that shit in them. I don't know why, but like not just your kids, but mostly your kids, you know what I'm talking about? I mean, not mostly your kids, but for sure your kids. You can see no matter how bad they is, the motherfuckers might be on drugs, they just might be fucked up in their life right now. And you can still see the good person they could be. You can always see they potential. You get what I'm saying? Just like in people. You know what I'm talking about? You know, you probably got some people that's bullshitting like a motherfucker, but you just see their potential. And if they just locked into their potential, they'd just be a way better person. Like, you can see that shit in people. You can. With your stubborn self. You know what I'm talking about? The thing is to find that shit in yourself. You know what I'm talking about? See where you could be better at within yourself. See where you could, stretch your game out at. Excuse me. You know what I'm talking about? So where you can stretch your game out at. Fuck, I keep burping, fuck. But you on some real shit, on this stubborn stuff, really it ain't stubborn self. It's soggy Sunday, that ain't gonna never change. You know what I'm talking about? Stubborn self. But on this one right here, man, like, just like I was, bruh, if you don't, if you like that, man, just expect a rough one. Just expect a rough one. Because just being stubborn and not wanting to listen and all that shit right there, bruh, that shit is, I mean, it might get you somewhere, I don't know. I don't want to be the one to tell you that he can't. I don't know. I'm talking about for me. But that shit got me. Being stubborn, not listening and all that shit got me into a bunch of shit that I did not have to go through. But by me being stubborn, it's almost like a motherfucker told me that if I sold dope, I was going to jail. It's almost like in my head, I was trying to prove to them, you got me fucked up. Nigga, I'm gonna be the first nigga to ever sell dope and not go to jail. That didn't tell. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? But no, it don't happen like that, bruh. And sometimes I think we do that. It's just like we be out to set people wrong. So if somebody tell us something, we automatically, you get what I'm saying? No, nigga, watch. You get what I'm saying? We automatically get into that mind frame for some reason. When a lot of time it don't even be about that. You feel me? And if you just sit down and listen, like you'll get further. Cause like, and once again, bro, we only like to listen to shit that we want to hear. You know what I'm talking about? That's why, like, people be bullshitting. You feel me? Because if you want to hear a compliment and you don't want to hear a grievance or a complaint, like, you on some bullshit, bruh. You want the people that people only could talk to you when they agree with you. And you don't even know, you don't even have the mental capacity to have a conversation when somebody disagree with you. You get what I'm saying? Because the moment somebody disagree with you, in your mind, you turn them into an enemy or just, you know what I mean? You turn them into something else. Instead of just having objective thinking and seeing their point of view. But I don't know. You get what I'm saying? I'm gonna say always and always. Breast and whiskers when you're on TV, boy. Even if they got a hole in them. Hole almost covered up, mama. You know what I'm talking about? Top of the world, mama. Top of the world. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about? But on the stubborn self, once again, it's not stubborn. It's soggy Sunday. That ain't gonna never change. You know what I'm talking about? Nephew says, old man, nephew says, old man, lady. What you say, brother? Nephew says, old man, lady. You know what I'm talking about, man? On the stubborn self, man, you get what I'm saying, bruh? So, like, you can go on, you can be stubborn. You don't have to listen. You don't have to do none of that shit, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Just see where it gets you. I'm gonna tell you, it got me a road of bumps. And I wouldn't change nothing. I wouldn't. Because I feel like I just needed to go through all the shit that I went through, you know what I'm talking about, to get me to where I'm at today. You know what I'm talking about? I just feel like a lot of that shit I needed to go through. That was just, you know what I'm talking about? That's my journey. My test, everybody got it different. I don't know how you feel about yours. I could just tell you mine. I wouldn't change nothing. I wouldn't. You know what I'm talking about? Because despite whether you believe it or not, but we cry about it now. We get what we get because that's what we get. For real. Everybody gonna get what they get, bruh. But we the way we are now, we complain about what we get. But you get what you get for a reason. But now we expect just to live just like me. Now we on that mental capacity. Where I'm gonna stand out here and sell drugs, but I'm gonna play victim once they take me to jail. Just leave me alone, let me sell drugs. And that's what I be talking about now. Because we so good for putting titles on everything. You can't put a title on karma. It's just that, bruh. You can't put a title on the frequency of the universe, bruh. What you put into the world is what you gonna get back up out that motherfucker. But we be acting like we don't be putting shit in the world. We act like we could just run around this motherfucker, do whatever we want to do, and that's just it. Like, we not gonna get that shit back. You can get away from everybody but your motherfucking self. Remember that. Wherever you go, there you are, bruh. I ain't never got nothing on this motherfucker that, I ain't gonna say that, cause I got hella shit that I didn't deserve. But I'm talking about when I was doing whatever the fuck I was doing, bruh. Every time I got hit on top of my head, bruh, that was just universe, bruh. That was the game. You get what I'm saying? That was my dues to the game. I couldn't complain about that shit, bruh. You gotta roll with the punches, bruh. You gotta take it like you give it. You just do, bruh. And if you out here, whatever the fuck it is you out there doing, bruh, everything comes with a consequence, even good shit. Even good shit, everything comes with its own consequence, bruh. It just does. It just does, bruh. And just know that. You get what I'm saying? With your stubborn self. Because all the stubborn self people that we don't like to listen, and I ain't gonna say we know everything. There's a lot of stubborn people, they know hella shit. They do. Not all of them, but a lot of stubborn people that I know hella shit. That's one thing that makes them stubborn. You know what I'm talking about? Because they know. Knowing hella shit will make you stubborn. It will. But when you that person who don't know nothing, know, you know what I'm talking about, and you still trying to figure it out, but you acting like you just know when you don't, that's you just don't want to listen, and you're stubborn, and you I don't know. Just tell me how that shit work out for you. I don't know, man. I'm just telling you the person I was when I was like that, bruh. That shit didn't help me, and I stunted my motherfucking growth for hella long, being that way, even though I knew hella shit. I stunted my motherfucking growth. Because instead of me just listening to motherfuckers and hearing motherfuckers out, I could have been put my, I could have just did something else, bruh. You feel me? I could have just did something else. I stunted my own growth with that shit. Then I ain't do nothing but get hella old just to realize hella people was right and what I should have did and what I could have did and all that shit, you know what I'm talking about? But fuck all that shit. It's about what I'm doing now, but you get what I'm saying? I could have just busted hella moves, and I'm sure hella people could have. And I would have got the best out of myself if I would have just listened to Tad. Not to everybody, but it's a few motherfuckers I could have just listened to a Tad, bruh. And I would have got a different result about myself. You feel me? Because in the end, bruh, I didn't do nothing but end up getting tired of being stubborn and not listening and shit. You feel what I'm saying? And start stepping my game up a little bit. You get what I'm saying? With objective thinking and understanding and all the things such. You know what I'm talking about? For real, bruh. You feel me? And I start getting better results about myself. I did. But when I was stubborn, didn't want to listen and all that shit, bruh, I just had years of hell. You feel me? I just had years of hell. So, just take a good look in the mirror, man, and ask yourself, what can you clean up about yourself? You feel me? Where can you get better in certain areas? You gotta examine yourself sometimes, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? Instead of using your eyes for everybody else, sometimes you can use the motherfuckers for yourself. You feel me? And go over yourself, bruh. You feel me? What's helping you, what's not helping you. You get what I'm saying? We're just what you need to do. Period, bruh. You know what I'm talking about? Cause I could just tell you as the stubborn self person I was, man, that shit didn't, I told you I just kept finding years of hell. You know what I'm talking about? I just kept going the hardest route possible. When it was hella easier roads, you know what I'm talking about? But I did that to myself, and it wasn't nobody else's fault. It wasn't. It was mine. You know what I'm talking about? And once you just sit yourself down, bruh, and look yourself, you know what I'm talking about? Face to face in the mirror, bruh. And I'm talking about if you really do it, bruh, you'll realize as long as you living, bruh, it only could be your fault. Whatever happened, it's on you. Whatever the fuck happened in your life, bro, it's gonna be on you. I ain't talking about when you're a little baby and no shit like that. I'm just talking about when you once you get to understanding this motherfucker, bro, it's on you from there, bro. And it could never be nobody else's fault. And once you understand that, you might just start becoming a better person. But what do I know? You know what I'm talking about? Only you could prevent forest fires, man. With that one right there, you don't remember nothing else, man. Always remember, it don't cost nothing. You know what I'm talking about? Just to show a little bit of that love.